What is up, everybody? Today we are talking about the 11th shelf of my TV series movie collection. Starting off with the first season of Nip Tuck. Great show. Seen this entire series, except for the last part. So I guess everything except for season 6 of Nip Tuck. But so far, it's been a phenomenal show. It seems to get better every season I watch it. But this season kind of started off a little slow, but still very, very good. Most new shows do kind of start off a little slow as they establish characters and such, but got to give it a chance. Yep, then we got season 2, and then this is where the show started to pick up some steam. The chemistry between the main actors is really good. Definitely check this show out if you haven't seen it before. I believe it's on Hulu. If it's not on Hulu, it should be on HBO Max if you didn't want to buy the DVDs of this series. Then we've got the third season. It just, some of these seasons get a little outrageous, but still very good. Yep, Rohana Mitra even had a little angle in this series as well. So always nice to see her. Great actress, underrated for sure. Then we've got season 4 of Nip Tuck. Gotta say, I do like the cover art here of some of these later seasons of this show versus just the plain white of the first season. Yep, and then we got season 5, part 1, and this is when they moved to Los Angeles. And the angles for this season are really good as far as working on a TV show and stuff like that. Made it kind of an interesting, funny little deal storyline. Then we've got season 1 of Rescue Me. My buddy is really high on this show. He recommended that I watch this show. I did watch this season of the show, and again, starts off kind of slow, so you kind of got to give it a chance. But interesting characters. Some characters I don't really care for, but others make up for it. Then we have season 2 of Rescue Me. A little bit better than the first one. They introduced a female firefighter in this season as well, and she does a really good job. I forgot what her name was, who plays it, her. She's been in other TV shows, but I just can't put a name to it. She did a good job, but then she was out of the show after this season, I believe. So she only lasted one season. Then we have the first season of Damages. Phenomenal show. I absolutely love this show. You 100% need to check this one out. Glenn Close is great. She got this series off of her one season role on The Shield, which she also did a fantastic job on. But the supporting cast for this series also is absolutely phenomenal. Then we have season 2 of Damages. Just as good as the first season, if not a little bit better. Now that certain characters are established and all that. A lot of big stars in this season too, so they were pulling all punches on this season. Then we have the third season of Damages. This season, this one was okay. It wasn't as great as the other 2 seasons. Out of the seasons I've seen of this show, this would probably be the worst. But it was only on for 5 seasons, so not every season can be phenomenal. I'm not saying it was absolutely horrible and unwatchable. I'm just saying if I had to choose the worst season out of all of them, that would be it. But then we have season 4 of Damages. This picked right back up then to where it was just as good as the first 2. Phenomenal cast. John Goodman was great in this series, and so was he. But definitely a show worth checking out. Then we have the first season of Justified. Again, this show, this season kind of started off a little slow as they established some of the characters. Wasn't the best season of this show, but still a very, very solid outing here. Kind of like a modern day Western take on law enforcement with skewed characters and all. Then we have the second season of Justified. And this is where it gets a little bit better. Some of the bad guys in this season were a lot more interesting. Then we have the third season of Justified. Loving the cover art for Justified here as well. And Neil McDonough does an absolutely phenomenal job in this this season. And every season, it seems, with this show, the bad guys seem to get better. So, again, very interesting storylines in this one. And then we've got season 4. And this one was good as well. Maybe not as good as 3, but still very good. Like the cover art for that one the most. Then we have season 1 of House. This was one how, the first, like, I'd say 4 seasons of House were the best of that show. Then it kind of started to go downhill for me. But these characters and this original first season were the best of this show ever. So even if you're just going to watch the first season of this show, I definitely recommend it. Then we have season 2 of House, which again, just like I said, the first season, phenomenal season of this show. Sela Ward, I believe her name is. Yep, Sela Ward is in this season as House's ex. So makes for some very interesting storylines. And then lastly, I have season 1 of The X-Files. I had that big box set, and I got this season of The X-Files in one of those mystery boxes. And the discs were all in minty condition, and I was trying to get all of the American versions of the boxes to split up that big box. So I'm holding on to this one. So I'll just have to find the other 8 seasons of this show. But I was happy to get this in the mystery box. I remember way back when a season of this show used to cost a fortune. It would be like $100 for one season. Now you can get them for like $20 if you wanted them new. But that does it for this movie shelf. If you like content like this, please like and subscribe. Your support is much appreciated. I am also over on Letterboxd. The link to that is in the profile description of this channel. Otherwise, until next time, guys.